All right, boys and girls, or whoever. I think we're about ready. We're about ready to do the hard mission. And yes. So I definitely feel like I want to use... Dio may not be... I think I'm not going to use Titus this time. Just a little too... These guys are not going to work this time. I can get soldiers in the next mission if I really need. I need like a couple more, but yeah, he's just not strong enough for the soldiers, and I'm gonna need to use. I'm gonna need to have some. I'm gonna need to have some special units. Which will become apparent at some point. Alright, I messed that one up, but okay. Okay. So for this map, alright, so what's our plan? We're going to send out Dio. Going to send out Arthur. Although Arthur... The girls are getting a little too... They're getting a little too... Oh, I don't know what the right word is. Lawful. Definitely need them to stay more neutral, and that's going to be hard to do. Eventually, I think maybe in the next mission I'll give Arthur the Manual of Warfare and let him get a bunch of levels quickly. This map, we're going to use Dio a lot. Troy. Our two holy units are going to be like Troy and... Not Troy, Karth and Dio. This would be a good holy unit, which I did just make. Got Celestine and Seraphine from Warhammer, and Terra and Celeste from Final Fantasy III. And ironically, at level 3, their attack is better than pretty much everyone's except for the puppies. So even at level 3, the only unit that is stronger than them is Gilbert. And if we look at their defense, they're pretty darn good too, even though they're level 3. Yeah, I think that... Yeah, they're basically right up there with the Phalanx unit. So this is one of the reasons what I love about the game. So like the Angel Knights are basically armored flying units. They do a ridiculous amount of damage. They have a ridiculous amount of strength, resistances, defense, attack. They can do an AoE attack in the back. They do 4 targeted attacks in the middle. They do 3 attacks in the front. They are just nuts. Absolutely nuts. So, yeah, I would give the Blessed Sword to Arthur, but I think Dio, even though... It's not as good for his vitality, it's not as good for his defense, but it'll help him. It'll help him kill guys better. I'll give it to Arthur, but Arthur's going to be mainly a healer, so... I don't think we're going to be really using Gilbert much. I think, yeah, we're primarily are going to be using Dio, Leia, Karth, Troy. Aznabel is going to be a big unit this time. I was considering I could potentially do some training with him. I may do that actually just once to get his level up. to level 9. Maybe I should. You know what? I'm gonna see if we can do this. I'm gonna see if we can do this without. I think the average level of the people in this map is level 10 too. So we got Troy is 7, Arthur's 7, Gilbert's 10, which we're probably not gonna use him. We could use him, but I'm gonna try to. Try to get Bisk a few levels, actually. Although I may not be able to because... well, we'll see. But Leia, Dio, Arthur, Karth, Troy, and Aznable, those are going to be our key units. If we look at Aznable, he attacks 3 times, does 25 and 16 defense. Let's compare that to Karth. Karth is actually a bit weaker and has a little bit better defenses, so that's one of the reasons I don't think Karth is too much of a cheat. He's actually basically the same as Aznable as far as their uses. Troy is similar. He doesn't do as much damage, but he's a little bit more defensible. So Boulder Golems are definitely a little bit of a cheat, so we're not going to use them. I might be able to use Gilbert and Bisk for a few things, but generally I'm going to want to be getting alignment up for Dio, a little bit up for Leia, and some for Troy, and of course Karth. And then Aznable is just going to be killing everything that the other guys are not going to be attacking. So, all right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let us get it going. I guess we could go through this fairly slowly, but I think anybody that's watching this has probably played the game and knows what's going on. Baldwin's giving the fruit of the netherworld to Goreshlis. I'm really curious to see. So obviously I've seen Gilbert, Karth, Paul, Aznable, Katreda, like most of those people. I have not gotten a chance to use Saradin, Aisha, and I haven't been able to use Vads, Sheen, Ankiseth, Saradin. I already said Saradin, Destin, Debonair, Europa. There's a lot of characters I have not been able to see how their stuff looks yet. I was considering cheating in Destin and a lot of other people just to see what their characters did now, but I didn't. All right. Got a guy coming up from the bottom to start. Let me check and see what's going on with that. So this guy is neutral, neutral, neutral. I think that would be a good first unit for... I could either do Bisque. I really need to get Aznable up, because Aznable is going to be a very important unit. And I need to change a few things. So these guys do Evocation in the back, which is an, a ranged attack, and it's decent. It's a magic attack, but it does it's like hits multiple people, but it only goes once. Having them in the middle right here, I think just adds an extra attack, and since we're not dealing with very dense units, that should be fine. Dio. Dio up there. We're going to put Karth out. But I need to... Who else am I going to use? So, alright, so we got, I do need Troy. We're not using these guys yet. We're not using Fogel or Diadora. Usually Diadora. So I've played this before where I take out, or Diadora like kind of comes to us during this map, and then she's the one that helps us kill the demons, because it's actually pretty challenging. But again, that'd be cheating, so... Paul, not going to use Gilbert. We're going to take you out, but take this scout too. Leia. Arthur. Alright, so let's save. I do need to do occasionally... Where are you at, Dio? Okay. Alright, Aznable. Get your experience. Slaughter these fools. Okay, that's a little bad, but one more kill on that that guy at the back, and we should get a level, and then we get the dragon. Alright, who's coming at us from here? So that's not bad. I could use Dio or Leia to probably take that off. Take her out. Or I could have used Arthur. I don't want Arthur to really get too many levels. Sorry, too much more alignment. So I think we'll just use our core people. Dio and Leia, Aznable, Troy, and Karth. Oh, here comes the baddie. So he should go up to here, and if he does, then we can follow him with Karth, and then Dio can take out the wizard, and And then we can start the process of letting this unit run away and get all exhausted, so... In fact, I'll send Leia down here to start. Alright, Karth. Definitely gonna need some help taking this guy out. Once this guy gets his platinum dragon, it should be better. You know what, 77, that's not bad. We probably would have needed to kill the dragon anyway to get the full level. So he's level 9, okay. And then we can use him to finish off. Basically, where you at, Dio? I might need to switch Dio around. We'll see. I may have forgotten to move his wizards. We'll see. So these guys now had, instead of hammers, which are physical, they have Satan's Belovas. So these things do a lot of damage, and they bypass physical defenses. Alright, so Dio, you're ready. I like the idea of Dio being the first one to meet the ogre, too. Alright, Dio. You're gonna go for the leader. 47. That is not... Uh-oh. What did I mess up on? Give me a second. Should, I think. Okay, we're gonna need to switch some things up here. Alright, Leia, you better go kill the, that lady. I'm gonna have you be a healer, just to be safe. And Dio, we're gonna need to... Do I want to use a healy, or do we want to switch some things up? Alright, I guess Karth's gonna handle the leader guy. That's fine. Alright, not a bad unit. Not a bad fight. Okay. I probably should have kept Leia near the, near that guy to just take care of the, wizard. Oof, that's a lot of damage. Alright, we gotta retreat. Yeah. So we're gonna have to be doing a lot of tactical engagements and tactical retreats with this. I can reposition people to... Alright, Dio, let's try to corner him. we're going to try to exhaust that dragon unit, although I don't think we need to. Would that be something for Arthur to handle? Let me just see who I want to use. We could use Karth. It'd be nice to get a Platinum Dragon earlier than later. First, let's check out Dio. Okay, you've been... I don't think it matters. There's going to be a Dark Blaze on either side. I gotta protect the wizards from the ogre because they can one-shot them if it crits. They can one-shot the knights if they crit, actually. Alright. So, let's... Where are you? Oh, Astonville, you're not there yet. Okay. The goal is to get this guy tired. Because it'll do less damage, it'll take more damage, and we definitely need that as far as fighting. Ooh. What do we got coming towards us? Okay. I could use Karth again. He's healing. Let's use Troy. We gotta use Troy because Karth is just a little too unhealed, and Troy is beefy, and Troy actually needs a little bit of alignment balancing, so his two guys on the side need some love. And while we're waiting, Asnabo, you can... Maybe we'll just keep this guy focused in the middle right here. And once Asnol goes past, Leia can take out the archer, the sorceress in that first unit, and then... Nice. I love Troy's unit. He can... This is a really tough map, and this is one of the few units that can actually stay in a full battle, taking hits from the Hellhound, taking magic hits from the taking magic hits as well, and not having to retreat. This is going to work out great. He's going to get to her right as she's about to go to sleep. And you can go after this guy. Start to push him. So 2 dragons, we might be able to get 100 experience from this. We'll just have to see. No. That's a little surprising. Bigger units usually give more... experience. You up here because we don't want to accidentally get caught. Alright, Dollmaster. Alright, so Leia, we're gonna have you take out the Warlock, and then we'll have Asnabel clean up. Oh, there we go, that blessed sword. Look at that. We did 6 damage to that guy with the Balder sword and 40 to the guy in the back. That is very, very good. Oof. Alright, that's gonna help. That's gonna help Dio. Nope. Damn it. Okay. I was about to run away, but I wasn't sure if the guy had. So ogres get 3 attacks in the back, which is absolutely nuts. So I definitely need to practice the running away, and what I should have done is had Dio move to the other side, because I didn't know. Oh, he crit the guy, that's why. Okay. I think it was a crit. I might be misremembering. Alright, he didn't attack that time, that's good. So Dio should be able to handle killing that gremlin dude at the back. Oh, perfect. You just keep running back in that little corner, matey. I should have waited for him to fall asleep. That was pretty dumb. I don't know why I did that. Okay. We are going to switch. In fact, we're going to do that because I didn't get the right position. That's okay. Ooh, good block, buddy. Not too bad. One hit, one heal. And we can retreat. We don't need to do more damage. Okay. If these units were intelligently designed, this would be a lot harder. Alright, you're ready. Let's go. Oh, come on, baby. I need you to fall asleep. And we are gonna go... Oh, I need to get my positioning right. Alright, Dio. So the healing... We should be able to get our units mostly healed and 1 or 2 of these guys dead with a fair amount of alignment. And I want one of the knights to get that. There we go. Ooh. Oh, good boy. Good boys, Dio. Oh man, that one knight at the back should have... He killed a goblin by himself, and he killed... Yeah, that was a lot of alignment right there for him. Okay. Well, whatever happens, Dio needs to heal, so... Alright, we've taken care of a few problems. Oh. That's right. I just remembered about that guy. Uh-oh. Yeah, we need to retreat, I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to get this guy away from... There we go, that's perfect. Okay. Okay, so we definitely want... Yeah, so our goal was to position so this guy stayed away from that unit, which we're going to have to take on tactically. Leia can take out the leader in this group. And then there's healthy units there, which I want Aznable to take out. This is going to be basically a farming mission for Aznable, too. We want him to get up to level 10, 11, 12, as high as we can get him. And normally I wouldn't have him take out the Ogre, because that's a evil unit. I'd rather have Dio or someone do it, but there's a Golem in the unit, and he needs a lot of yeah, buddy. Let me just check something. How many attacks is they going to get? So you need 1, 2. You know what? Even with the Valkyrie healing on the side, we should be able to get the leader, I think. She's pretty weak. 38, yeah, just 2 more attacks should be fine. Oh, shit, actually. Oh, never mind, we get 3 attacks with the, what are they called? 3 attacks with the fencers. So Leia's kind of like a shock trooper. She's going to do a decent amount of damage. Okay, you can hang out up here. Whatever works. What are you coming towards us? We got 3 goblins. So these guys in the original game were pretty crappy in my opinion. But in this game they do 3 attacks from the front, 2 attacks from the back, and I think 3 in the middle. So they do Dark Blaze in the back, some type of dark magic in the middle. The back is like an AoE attack. The middle is just a single target. Front is just 3 strikes. They're like a dark paladin, which is very cool. But like, I like that one of the things that we have to do in a lot of the games is oh good, I was worried we were going to get toast there. Alright, let's see what Aznable is looking like. He's gotten 2 levels so far. Let's check out his stats. 138 and 99. I guess that's his helmet adds a lot. And his Fang of Fire Drake helps as well. Oh, I almost forgot. So, Troy is a good unit for this guy. I could be using Gilbert as well, because they can tank enough to kill the leader just fine, but I want to get Troy a little alignment. If we get him up to 9 or 10 this time, it'd be fine. Yeah, so they normally had short swords. That was what the goblins used to use. So they use throw a kiss, which damages your power, which is fine. There it is. Okay, yeah, we don't need to worry about more damage. We got what we needed to. Okay. So you can go heal. And I think we can have Dio. Yeah, let's have Dio. Let's have Dio kind of snare that guy. The weakest and strongest buttons aren't working very well. 2 blocks. Alright, we're gonna lose this battle. We might need to change up our positioning with this. Yeah. She's running away. Let me see. Let me see what we're gonna do. Let me think. Let me think. '24 will probably get about 40 to 50 after killing the dragon. Remember to rest before we get to her. And I gotta change up you. Let's do... So that's where most of the damage is coming from on that side. And I don't know if the puppy was doing like a smash or a mesmerize. But you need to be protected, and we're gonna need a little healing while we go at this, so... Okay, so the knights, even though their balder swords suck against these units, the magic missile is doing pretty good stuff. So Karth, you're going to get some levels and some alignment. That's good, that's good. And it doesn't matter what we do, the guys on the left will attack the left, and the guys on the right will attack the right. 21, good. That's some good defense. So Karth or the dragon will kill the goblin in the next battle. The left side, that guy should keep us healed, and we'll get some damage on that goblin. I don't know if he will die, though. We'll see. But this side of the map is almost cleared out. No, we're going to need some more attacks for that guy. Wait a minute. Let me just see what his... 90. You need to kill one, but I need to decide whether to go to sleep. No, I don't want to kill both of them. I just want to kill one to maximize our experience. Okay, that helps. Bite, magic missile. Perfect. Alignment, level up. He Okay, okay, we got enough alignment for him. That's good. That is good. Three goblins. Let's do... And where are we at? Melfia's at 61. Okay, we might need Leia to get that going. What are you at, Karth? You are at 8. So I'd like you to get closer to 9, but we'll see. Well, our goal... Well, you know what? Now that we don't really need to worry about your alignment... We don't need to worry about his alignment anymore. We'll be fine. Karth, time for you to heal. And Leia. Can liberate that. And Dio, we're just going to let this guy get a little bit tired out before we do anything too wild. Ah, shit. God, what was I thinking? Ah, I'm not paying attention. I'm just distracted. I should have... Ugh. I'm sorry, that just should have been easily avoidable. I just needed to run away. But oh, now I'm going to mess up this thing again. Damn. Ah, fine, okay. That's fine. Ah, man. I'm sorry. So generally speaking, depending on who you're fighting against, I should have either healed this guy or just waited for Leia to get to this. I'm gonna wait for Leia to get here so Asmo can heal up. There's no reason he should have died there. That was just stupid. He's got the heal leaves. He's got the town there. No one's coming. I just gotta be patient. Karth needs to heal, and we'll get him doing stuff eventually, but... No, what am I thinking? That's dumb. Alright, Gilbert, you're gonna go hunting. For items. Yeah, it's just better to be careful, methodical, and plan out your attack. Oh, Gilbert messed up the pathing there. Damn. That's just bad timing. around. Okay. Leia, get off your ass. This should be a wipe. Ooh, that's some good healing. Let me fix this a little bit. That's what I'm saying. Eventually I'm going to have 4 knights because their healing is good and it just works nice. Alright, Troy. Oh, God. Yeah, the Blessed Sword early is really helping. I think that was one of the problems last time I tried to do this map. I didn't use the Blessed Sword. Alright, we're getting some items. And I think this guy is a candidate for Asnabel. We take out the knight, maybe a fighter, and then we have Dio clean it up. Same thing with this guy. Asnabel kind of smash through the leaders. Yep. Alright, you just let her walk, keep healing. Just keep healing. Karth, we're going to have to use you up here eventually, because there's some stuff over there we want to get going. But no rush, we got a unit here. Asnabel's going to have to take out most of them and half of them. And Dio can clean up the wizard and the fighter. So I have it on a weakest, but Asnabel attacks the dragon instead of the fairy. It makes no sense to me. Okay. Perfect. Going on with that lady. This, I think there's 2 pumpkins, which do a lot of damage, a witch, which hampers your own unit, and then 2 knights, one which attacks and one which heals, which makes this a very, if you take into account that the knight heals in the middle and the pumpkins are protected, it's actually a pretty strong unit. That's definitely a pushover unit. So we're going to come at it with our armor, but I think what we'll do is I'll also try to have... I could have Troy with his, or sorry, at least for right now, while Troy has his, sorry, while Dio has his wizards, Dio could do some damage to her. And then we've got the 2 dragons that could do damage. Leia can do damage. So the goal is to kind of take out the... I have to do a few come at her in waves. You have to try to take out the middle knight and also the leader, just so that we can keep them from healing. I should have taken the stuff off for the animations. Should have taken the animations and made them visible for the ogre fights. I like this is like we're preparing for a siege for that. I think we're going to try to drive this guy south so that Dio can handle him down below. And who else do we got? Troy. I could use Bisk. Does need some levels. I haven't used him yet. I think we're going to train Arthur after this. I just don't want him to get too many levels. Or sorry, too much alignment. So, yeah. Pretty action-packed at the start, but we are finally getting our stride. We've conquered the southern half under the river. We've gotten half the map. We just gotta push and take out these guys methodically. Not that this is gonna be a hard unit to fight, but the bow needs one more kill to get another level, I think. 96, yeah. Yeah, full damage, 10 attacks. Wait, how much experience do you have? 57. This should be a level for Dio, if he can kill them all. Nice, that should be a... Ooh, there we go. Oh, almost. Oh, shit. Oh, man, it's the one I wanted Dio to kill the wizard. Oh, well, it'll be fine. I'll still get low. Oh, no, his alignment went up. That's okay. Asnimel's going to be chaotic soon. I just gotta work on him. What are you at? Let's have Troy liberate that. That should be fine. So I'd like to clear out the southern part first, and then once all of our units are available, we can take out the witch unit. I don't remember if she charges if we take this thing. No, nothing happens. Okay. What do we got here, buddy? So we're going to go with the right side. Hopefully he doesn't come after us. It'll be easier to kill him. Actually, I don't think anyone in there is evil, so... I could just have Asnibel wipe him out. What do we got with you? Our Dio needs another level, because we are going to use him for the boss fight. Our boss fight is going to involve Asnibel, Dio, Leia, And then our 2 shock troops, which we'll go over later. Alright. Shouldn't be at the back, this should be at the right side. Perfect. Let's see what kind of experience we get here, because we could also give some of this experience to Bisk or Gilbert just to get their alignment up a bit. 17, so that means about 15. The leader is always a little bit more, so the other guys are probably more like 12. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. That's okay. Arthur, Gilbert, or Bisk. You could finish him off. Let me think. You know what? Bisk is pretty low. Only can use him to clean up. Use him to clean up. Use Karth to liberate. And let's see if we can use Asnable to kill a few of these knights. And there's a black dragon in here. Dio needs some attention, so I think Dio's just gonna kill the Doll Master, and then we'll have I think Troy needs either a level, and these guys are still chaotic, so he can kill the dragon afterwards. Altar of Resurrection, we're getting a few of those, that's nice. So Dio, you were going to take out the Doll Master. Troy, you're going to take out the dragon. Let's take out the leader. Perfect. Get a level. All the knights get some alignment. Perfect, perfect. Level 9, that's good. Definitely want to prevent that guy from... Alright, that's good. Definitely want to prevent that guy from going back to the base. Alright guys, we're going to take a short break. I'm not going to necessarily end the video. I'm just going to take a few minutes to go check on my baby eating corn because it's kind of fun. I'll be back in a few moments. Alright, we're going to save and pause and come back in a little while. Where are we at? Oh. I forget what's going on, but... Okay, we'll just stay on one. Okay. Alright, we'll continue this later, guys. And we'll have a boss battle.